Hey YouTube, it's your favorite indie author, Kim McCoy, here to provide you with bite-sized content to help you throughout your day. Well, at least that's my aim for today. I'm wearing my headset because I'm in between calls for work, but I just wanted to kind of explain the shorts on my channel right now. Yes. I did delete all of my documents from Google, and no, I don't regret it. And after the 30 days are up, it's c'est la vie. In short, I don't want to be the product for anybody else. I really, truly don't. Anybody that is not going to help me grow and develop as an author, I do not aspire to be the product for them. And yes, Google is quote unquote free, but it's not. The way that the company at large is moving, I don't like. I don't want to subscribe to it, and I don't want any of my work to be there on the back end. I'm trying not to get morbid, but I have in my real life, I have a very deprived sense of humor. And I think that tends to be like a coping mechanism for me. And I'm trying not to do that on this channel. I want it to not necessarily be bright and bubbly and, positive, you know, positivity all around, because I know that that's not the case all the time. But I want this to be a place where you hopefully learn something throughout my journey as an indie author, as far as what you would like to do or aspire to do or to think about, or at least, ponder on throughout your day. So, in short, I'm not using Google Docs anymore um, to essentially write my stories. And back in the day, and I say back in the day like it was a long time ago, really, it was just like a few days ago, but I typically use my phone because I'm in between calls a lot, and sometimes I get ideas or inspiration, and I'll see a video or a clip or something to that effect, and I'll email it to myself with like a note, and I'll check it after work, and then I'll proceed to start writing or revising something that I've written. I'm not going to do that anymore either. I went to my closet this morning, and I just went ahead and I took out all of these. Like I remember, I want to say last year I went to Dollar Tree, and I bought like $10 worth of these. So I essentially have nine of these little booklets, and I'm going to keep one by my bed, and I'm going to keep one by my work desk. And I have my handy dandy. Honestly, I have a whole bunch of these pens, and I probably shouldn't have, but like when you go to events and they give you pens, like these are the pens that I want when I go to events, y'all, by the way. I am very old school at heart, and this is probably one of the reasons why. These are like, I call them top tier correction pens, because it literally has like the red ink, black, green, and blue, and I love them. And obviously, this one holds a little sentimental value to me because this is like one of the first big events I went to, and I didn't like entirely freak out. And I have a bunch of these multi ink pens. So I'm going to have like I said, I'm going to have a notepad like this, and I love this because it has dividers. So I can divide it by genres. We'll get into that in another video. And I'm going to have at least two pens, and I'm going to have them at my station. So I'm going to have one next to my bed, and then one at my work desk. And that is what I'm going to use from now on. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, it's not going to be as easy as I thought, because honestly, before I even made this video, my first instinct was to go on YouTube, because I had already trained myself to do this in between calls, and to unlearn that it's going to be difficult. Also, this. Now, y'all have seen me talk about this on my IG. Y'all have seen me talk about this over on WordPress. I'm dead ass serious. I'm bringing her back. She's coming out of retirement. In fact, I've been on eBay this morning looking for a backup. This is what I'm going to be using, my tried and true Alpha Smart. And this is what I'll use when I have extended periods of time in between work or whenever I just don't want to be on the internet anymore because it's getting to that point now. I have to be honest with myself, it's getting to the point where I don't want to be online. Um, so you'll probably see more of me in like Discords, chatting with people that way. But it's getting to a point now where if I have to do something that requires me to be online, I don't want to do it. Yeah. I do have my main crew of people that I chat and I sprint and I vent and rant to in my private group, but at large, I don't want to be online as much as I am now. So I'm pulling out my AlphaSmart. I'm going to get a backup for that. I'm using my notepads and my pens and I'm putting them in the stations, and I literally have to spend the next 2 weeks retraining my brain to not do what I previously did for inspiration and instead use those things to write in. So I will be doing a lot more pen to paper writing, and I'll be using my AlphaSmile a lot more. And honestly, I need to check because I might need batteries. It's been a while since I bought batteries. Like I have batteries for emergencies, like if power outages and stuff like that, and I don't want to use those batteries. So I'm gonna double check, make sure that I have the AA batteries that I need for my Alpha Smart. So yeah. How are you all doing? Now that you're caught up on my writing system, really quick, I had a video. Well, I shouldn't say had because I still do, but I have a video for Ellipsis that I was going to drop first, and then I found myself almost having a panic attack because I realized that that is now where all of my work resides. And the video I made, I thought came out really well, with the exception of me making sure that someone couldn't access my entire catalog of work. So I literally had it scheduled and ready to go, but then I woke up in the middle of the night and I just deleted it from YouTube. Because the thought of someone getting access to all of my catalog, I mean my entire drafts and all that stuff, it freaked me out. And I just woke up and I deleted it from YouTube. This world at large is it's been a ride. And it's not one that I want to continue with when it comes to my writing. Um, the preventative measures that we have to take just for recognition and to make ends meet, it's never been fair. It's never been just. And it's really starting to get to me. And I don't want that to affect my writing. And honestly, this is a thought. It probably sounds like it's coming out of left field, but I hope it'll make sense as you see more of my videos in the future. If I can't benefit from the work that I do, I don't want anyone else to. And what I mean is the stories that I write, if if I can't publish them and if I have to, if the stories that I publish, I want them to be my stories. And if something should happen to me, I don't want them released. So I'm taking preventative measures to make sure that that is the case. I want them to go when I go. If they are not published, I don't want anyone else to profit when I'm gone on to be with him. I don't want anyone else to profit from my stories. I want them to rest with me. I write because that is my therapy. I write because it makes me happy. I do not want any part of generative AI because that is not my ministry. And when I say that, I mean that with my entire chest. Um, I write because that is legit my lifeline. And I do not like this onslaught of falling with the program or going with the times that is being crammed down my throat as a writer. I don't like it. I want no parts of it. And again, I think that is what's propelling me to unlearn the habits that I have had for the last several years and to go back to what I know, which is pen and paper and old school word processors, because I don't want any part of what's going on outside. I will, like I said, start restricting my time when it comes to all of social media, especially any platform that is pro generative AI. Y'all can have it. I don't want it. So yeah, right now, me and ellipses go together real bad. I'm bringing out my side chicks, my my pen and paper, my Apple Smart. And I'll be doing way more reading than I normally do. I just I'm trying to find ways to protect myself and protect my writing. And honestly, those are two of the same things at this point. Um, Writing brings me joy, and anybody who doesn't see the joy in that and wants to use generative AI, you're not people that I want to rock with. I don't want to be associated with anybody who is pro generative AI. I don't care what your reasons are for it. I just, no, absolutely not. And people are going to feel a way about that, and that's fine because I feel a way about y'all using generative AI, and it's not stopping y'all at all from doing it. All the news, all the things that's going on in the world, it hasn't slowed y'all down in the slightest. So sorry, I'm not sorry. And yeah, that's essentially this video is just to let y'all know I've deleted all of my I've deleted all of my docs from Word docs, and I know Word gives you 30 days to change that. I'm not going to change it. They're still heavily invested in using AI, and I'm not. So I don't see that changing in 30 days. So I'm going to stand behind that decision. I will be using my AlphaSmart more. I will limit my internet access. I will limit the time that I spend online as a whole. And yeah, I'm just going back, pen and paper, back to basics because what I'm seeing online is not for me. Yeah, so if you made it to this part of the video, thank you ever so much. Let's end on a happy note, and I will share with you if you subscribe to my newsletter. Again, it's monthly, and this video pretty much tells you why it's monthly. I don't want to be in someone's inbox constantly, like, check me out here, do that, because I typically spend most of my time if I'm not working or doing yoga. I'm either talking to a friend or I'm reading or I'm writing. And that's just my life. So if you sign up for the Story Stations newsletter, you'll find out my upcoming events, my future works. I am working on, well, yeah, I could announce it. But yeah, I'm working on a sports romance, and it's wild because I didn't think this would be my first sports romance, and I'll explain more about that in my future newsletter. But yeah, check me out there, and if you see me online every once in a while, don't be a stranger. Say hey. Anywho, this is the end of today's video. Thank you again so much for watching. I will try to post every other week, so that means 2 videos a month. Like I said, I'm really restricting how much time I spend online. So I can commit to 2 videos on here each month. And yeah, that is it for now. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Continue reading, continue writing, continue loving the process. I have been saying that for years, and I mean it just as much as I did when I first started saying that expression. So if you are a writer, I sincerely want that for you. Continue reading, continue writing, continue loving the process because writing is a process and it is a rewarding and beautiful process. And I hope you enjoy it, even the parts that supersonic suck. In the end, you get to create and share wonderful stories with the world, and I don't want anyone to take that from you. So Thank you. Again, this has been author Kay McCoy, and I hope you all have a great day. Continue reading, continue writing, continue loving the process. And until next time, take care. Bye, everyone. This